Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Tottenham Hotspur podcast. Mandem United Pod meets Talking That Tottenham Talk podcast. And one of these two sides will be a champion in Europe. Will it be Manchester United? Will it be Tottenham Hotspur as they face off later this month in the Europa League final? Manchester United getting past Bilbao, Tottenham Hotspur getting past Bodo Glint. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United or Tottenham Hotspur related, please, people. As always, big up to everyone supporting. Salute to everyone supporting. Everyone who's just joined over from the raid. Anyone who's just joined here now. Anyone who's watching this back after the live. Pay your tax when you enter the city. When you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the tax, people. All that is hit the like button. That's all you have to do. So hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all the socials. At That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at That's Me Flawless. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell as well. Road to 15,000 subscribers as well. I see you lot in the chat already. Big up Dead in the Water. Who's saying big beat Spurs, please. Look at Arsenal fans on the side of Manchester United. Love to see it. Big up Lucian, Chic TV. Make sure you subscribe. Big up Spurs in the cut as well, man. Shout out to this absolute waste man, Connor in the chat. And big up to Shine as well. But let me bring the gang into the building anyway. Jez is here. De Niro's here. What you man telling me, man? You man good? Yo.
There.
Hold on.
Yes. What you man saying?
Listen.
Oh, bless, man. What you man saying? You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the final, man. Welcome to the final.
We got Iron Man. We're here, man.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad it is you lot still. I can't lie. It is just to annoy people and piss people off. It's great. But hey, De Niro, man, we'll go to you. Must be ecstatic to be in the final. Thoughts on the final? I ain't gonna ask. Actually, yeah, thoughts on getting to the final first and foremost. Let me ask that. Let me ask you that.
Obviously, you get me, but it's good, isn't it? Like, come on, man. Yeah. It's good to be in a final, bro. That's the thing. A final that I actually have a bit of hope, not full hope, but a little bit of hope that we could actually win, bro. You get? So we'll see what happens, but you get me, bro. There's more to just being in the final, bro. Because them pussies. Hey, Arsenal, man. Hey.
Out there, talk about it.
Listen, man. Hey, Arsenal. Listen, I always tell you, look, it's coming like it's starting to become a repeat every season, bro. That I keep trying to tell you, look, and it's the hope that kills you, bro. I keep telling you, man, bro. Like, when two dead things, I keep saying this statement. I want this statement to live on the internet forever, bro. When two girls who are not good looking enter the rave, bro, it doesn't mean because one is better than the other that the one who's better than the other is good looking. She's still not nice. So what I'm trying to make you lot understand is that yes, Tottenham are dead, but Arsenal are dead too. But Tottenham are just deader, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I want you lot to understand, bro. Like, and I keep trying to explain this to you. You guys fight me, bro. I've had some really outrageous messages, bro. And you man are moving like I'm Arteta or I'm Gabriel Martinelli. I'm not Gabriel Martinelli, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here, bro. Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. Listen, bro. Like, I'm not these guys, bro. I'm just here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just living my life. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get through the days. And you, man, are trying to target me for something that you lot cause. Come on, man. Have some respect. And then on top of that, bro, what I need to last year just address
talk about it, man.
This Mikel Arteta love. I don't know what love there's going on there. Some of you, it seems that you don't like girls, you like men because you like Mikel Arteta. No, it's true, bro. Because the way some of you, bro, like, it's like a relationship that you just don't want to end, and I don't understand why. The guy's not won you nothing. He's not done anything for you. He won you the FA Cup once. That's about it. But I thought you were a big club, though. You're a big club, innit? So you want to win big things, no? And then you have the audacity on top of that, bro. This is even worse. This is why I say that they're doing their best Spurs impression, because the same things that they cuss Spurs fans for, you're doing it, bro. You're saying that, yeah, bro. You're saying that you don't care about the Europa League, But when you were in the finals of the Europa League, when I recall, you man were twerking, fam. You get it? And then you didn't win it, and then it was like, oh, it's just the Europa League anyways, it doesn't matter. But if it's just the Europa League, then how comes your fans traveled that far for that final? Because that final was far away, you know. Remember that?
It
Yeah,
was far,
it was far
far.
away, bro. I haven't forgotten. See, I keep my receipts, bro, because I know days like this are always gonna happen. It was always due to come, bro. You
Then when
see,
Azerbaijan, you know what I'm
can
saying?
you imagine, bro? And you're telling me that you don't care about. If you don't care, then you shouldn't have even sold your tickets or bought your tickets if you don't care. Let's not buy tickets then, yeah? Since you lot don't care about certain trophies, what we're gonna do, I want every Arsenal fan that says they don't care, and I've recorded all of you, I'm watching all of you. I'll keep names from this season onwards. I'm gonna keep names and tallies, yeah? Every single Arsenal fan that mentions, oh, yeah, we don't care about that trophy. We got bigger fish to fry. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write your name down, clip it, yeah, and then I don't want to ever see you buy a ticket. If you ever get to a final, don't buy the ticket, bro. Don't buy the ticket. Don't vlog it. Don't post it. Don't do nothing because then you're contradicting yourself. These man, I'm so happy that this has happened. How can you have? Listen to this, yeah. I want you to take this in. How can you have? How can you have, bro? Yeah, there's what 19 teams, what 20 teams in the Premier League, but 19 excluding Arsenal. Yeah, how can you have 19 fan bases, bro, hoping that you don't win something? It says a lot about you, man, bro. 19 fan bases were against you, man. And you know what is mad? We're not even against the players or the team. We're against the fan base, bro. The fan base, bro. It's not even got nothing to do with the players, G. The players are holding the corner of the fan base. The way you man talk is ridiculous. Man tried to tell me, bro. You tried to disrespect my football knowledge and tell me that you man are better than man were telling me you're better than PSG. Man were telling me you're better than Juventus. Man are telling me you're better than Inter. You're better than Barca, Real Madrid. Have some flipping respect, bro. Nah, please, bro. So let's not do this, bro. And don't come to me with the excuses of talking about, oh, you're a Spurs fan. Why are you talking? I don't give a toss, bro. Because at least with me, man's realistic about my club. But you lot, you think this is a Disney fairy tale or something, bro? What's going on here, bro? No, because I've had enough, bro. I love the fact that this is happening. If 19 fan bases doesn't tell you enough about these Arsenal fans, I don't know what will, G. How can the whole world hate you, bro? The whole world hate you. It's crazy to me, bro. I don't understand. And you still don't seem to understand or let it go through your head that the whole world hate you. This is what I'm saying, bro. You need to just check yourselves, bro. Check yourselves, bro. Nah, bro, I've had enough. I just had to quickly we haven't even got into the show. I can't even, like, I want to talk about my own team, but that, bro, I'm just so happy that that happened, bro, because it's ridiculous. I see man talking about, oh, Arteta hasn't spent as much as, brother, shut your mouth, bro. Just shut up, bro. Just shush. Just shush about Arteta hasn't spent. Bro, the guy bought Kai Havertz, bro. You man were gassing him, calling him Killer Kai. Can you imagine the disrespect? So I should now start calling, flipping, what's his name? Timo Werner, Killer Timo Werner. Bro, what is this, bro? If Timo Werner was doing what Kai Havertz has done, I'm not gassing that. I'm not twerking, G. You man just twerk for anything, bro. Just twerk, twerk, twerk. G, I can't believe, nah, bro. I can't believe this, bro. Bro, nah, man. Bro, I'm just so happy, bro. This has been the best weekend. Like, I can't lie. Bro, I went out this weekend, I partied, I jayed, and then I went out, I met a couple things, enjoyed my life, and then on top of that, I then came home, I saw Arsenal get knocked out, and then I see my team go to a cup final. And do you know the last thing as well, bro? This is why I say your fan base is such a joke thing. Even the girls are about to hold corn from what I'm saying, you know. All you girls that support Arsenal that just come out of the blue when you just see Arsenal win a certain big game. I saw you, man. All you girls started twerking as well. Yeah, the girls were twerking too. Oh, the girls were twerking. They were really, really, really twerking. You get me, bro? And then all of a sudden Arsenal lose. I don't see no snaps. I don't see no girls wearing Arsenal shirts. So look, like I say, the fan base is a joke thing, bro. Like I can't like the fan base is just full of people that are just gonna follow the leader thing. Listen, like I say, as for the Arsenal fans, big up. I'm gonna shout their names out. Big up Don C. You
Yeah.
understand? Big up Eli. Big up Eli. You understand? And then at last, you know what? Even though I'm always on to him, big up TJ Warren, innit? Get me?
Yeah, big up TJ. Yeah.
Realistic Arsenal fans. As for the rest of you, man, maybe there's some in the chat that I should shout you out. I've forgotten. If I have, you know what to do, just write what about me. But as for the rest of you, man, I can't lie. Long may it continue. Long, and you know what it is? Keep being Arteta bandits. Yeah, keep doing it. You understand? Keep rejecting your girlfriend because of Arteta, bro. Keep doing it. No, keep doing it, bro. Keep doing it. I've had enough, man. I can't believe it, fam. Disrespecting me like this, bro. How dare you, bro? Oh. Sorry, man. Big
It's
up the
cool,
chat, man.
That's
Big
what
up
it
the
is.
chat,
The
man.
chat, the chat's loving what you're saying. It's all good. No stress, man. It's all good. The chat are in agreement with you in that. It will be in that. The chat is in agreement with you. Jazz, anything you want to add to that before we get back to before we go to Spurs and Bodo Glint, etc., etc.
Nah, the Neil said a lot, man. The Neil said a lot of shit, but nah, it's hilarious, isn't it? Because it's like it's not because he made the point about the influencers and the girl them and all that, yeah. Oh, Anna Hathaway, I did not know she was no Arsenal fan until they started playing Real Madrid. I'm seeing IG posts, hair in the Arsenal jersey, kit, whatever you want to call it. She's singing Never North London Forever. I haven't seen Arsenal post ever since they went out to PSG, bro. Like
Nah, they released some new merch. They dropped some new merch though.
nah, I mean, well, Arsenal maybe did, but not she.
Oh,
You know
right, yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Like it's just crazy. Like the amount of people that I see people that I usually interact with on socials, and they was like guys that were talking just the night before the game. I haven't seen it for 2 days now.
Damn, it's like that.
Like they generally gone. Some of them deactivated. Some of them are generally gone. I've not like prior to that, I'm seeing about after beating Real Madrid, I'm seeing matches just like we have the best project in the world. Now we just have to get to the final, win this, and everybody wants to join us. And all of a sudden, no, it's like this might no. It went from everybody wants to join us to like it's been a shit show. Our best players might leave. I don't know. Like there's nothing really to say, to be honest. Like I would say, like see, De Niro is the guy here on the panel who's gonna shoot the shots straight up like that. Like he's gonna shoot you with the gun, multiple shot ones in it. Well, I'm the guy who's in the background just eating my popcorn and just enjoy the show. Bro, I'm like this is how I operate, bro. I don't have to do the talking because at the end of the day, they do the talking for me. Arsenal do the talking for me. So now I'm in the background. Like I haven't even bantered anybody. I'm just in the background, just listening to streams. I'm listening to people. I'm reading messages. Everybody melting down. Everybody saying shit. We're gonna lose our best players. This the manager's ass. This player's ass. And I'm just here just enjoying my time, bro. When I'm in the final now, I'm just chilling, bro. Honestly, like, bro, like I'm just chilling. To be honest, like, I ain't got really nothing to say. And Anthony knows that everything. He came out with the bazooka, bro. Well, I'm just sitting here just chilling, minding my business, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I ain't got really much to say, to be honest.
No, that's fair. That's fair, is it, to get to that? So, Dinero, back to you, man, on getting past Bodo Glint. Something you said Spurs must do. You did it. Thoughts on getting through, and then your thoughts on the actual final itself as well.
Listen, like I say, good win. Obviously, the people who were the Spurs fans who were scared, I said it on the last show, I wasn't really scared like that, to be honest. I wasn't thinking it was going to be like a Spursy thing. Obviously, there's always possibility, but I'll be real, man. Like I said, when it's like a semi-final, players are more up for it than, you know what I'm saying, if in the league, like when you already know your league season is already done and dusted. So, like I say, good win, and we won it in style as well. I can't fault the performance, you understand? It was a good win, but it's expected, bro. That's for me. Like it was an expected win that we should be winning. I said it before, I'll mention it again. When I looked at the run of games that we had to get to this final, I said, bro, these are games, like I say, that we should win. It shouldn't even be like a question. It's the same for United. Like the run of games that you had, I said it for both teams. It's a run of games that we should win. So, like I say, we've gone and done it, and we're in a final. And look, like I say, you can't, as even though I get annoyed a lot and everything, I can't fault the manager. You've got us to a final, and that's what I asked for. You understand? I said, at least if you're gonna fail everywhere else, the one thing you can do me is leave this place with some type of trophy. If you go back to previous episodes, you'll even find me begging, bro. I was begging.
Yes,
I
you
was saying,
said
if
you
it's a Pro Carabao Cup, FA Cup, anything, bro, just give it to me, bro. Man will take it. Pause. So yeah, man. Obviously, we got the win. We played well. You understand that Pedro Porro goal was some funny goal. He Garrett didn't mean it, but yeah, like it's a goal, innit? Your goal is a goal.
Facts.
And like I say, Solanke once again poaching. That's what we need to see, and getting goals when it matters. You understand? The one thing I say in football is that with players, I don't look for the nutmeg and go do dribble, bro. If you get the job done at the time, that's what I asked for, and that's what Solanke did. Got us that goal that was needed. You understand? And that's all I asked for, bro. So yeah, man, we were in the final now. Now, with the final, obviously we got a couple injuries. It's looking like I don't know if they'll be back in time. I was looking at some of the return dates, but it doesn't look like they're return dates that will be in time. But you know, when it's a final, players like to somehow magically decide that they're ready to play. So you get
Players are
me,
gonna
but
rush back for it. It's a final, yeah.
exactly, that's it. So in the final, bro, look, this is the first final I can actually say that I've seen Spurs in that there's a possibility that we can actually win it. Normally, in any other final I've seen us in, I'm like, brother, yeah, I don't know, still. Like, even the Champions League final against Liverpool, I can't lie. I was one of them bad fans. You can call me a bad guy or whatever. Man had no hope. There was no hope. But this is one of the finals, like I say, it's a fair final, man. Both teams stink at this moment. But at the same time, both teams can win this final. I wouldn't say there's one team that is like on paper primed to win the final. Maybe people will say United just because of whatever people like to use the term football heritage or whatever. But for me, I don't even think it's a football heritage. It's just in my opinion, if Tottenham can get the first goal, I think we can go on to win the rest of the game. But if United get the first goal, I don't know still. It might be a bit of a sticky one. But when I see the first goal, if United get, I don't think it will just be you score the first goal and then you just go on a rampage and beat us. I think it may be you score the first goal, we'll score again, you score again, we score again. It might go to extra time, maybe even penalties if you score first. But I feel like if it does do that, United win. Hence, for the reason why you've got one player back who I wish was not back, because if he wasn't back, then I would have more hope. Yeah, that's it. But hopefully the manager benches him as he's been doing. Benches him. So yeah, bro, like it's a good thing, bro. You can't, like, at the end of the day, we all say that it's good to be a level-headed football fan. So you can't complain, bro, when you're in the final, bro. You can't say the manager this, the manager that. But let the manager win that final and we call it a day, man. I'll be real, man. If he wins the final, just still call it a day, bro. At least he can say he's done what he always said he was going to do, which was the second trophy. Like I said, I would apologize to him on that behalf if he does win it. But as for the rest, sitting in where we are in the table is still poor. It's ridiculous, bro, in my opinion. But yeah, the finals, it's there, bro. It's a possibility, man. It's a possibility. For once, we got some light we can speak about on Spurs, bro. You understand? This is the most happiest you guys will hear me. Like I say, it's been a good week, bro. You understand? My team's in the final, unlike some other guys. Bearing in mind, by the way, my team has hit the two European finals. Somebody made a statement, and it actually came from an Arsenal fan before. Maybe I'm incorrect. Obviously, you lot in the chat can do your research. All of you Arsenal bandits, you can do your research. But obviously, I saw a quote from an Arsenal fan that said, within 6 years, obviously, we've spent within 6 years, so over the 6 years, not just like in the last 2 seasons, over the 6 years, Arsenal have spent more money than Tottenham, but we've hit more European finals than them. So, bro, yeah.
That's
So
correct.
Yeah, so bro, look, Mikel Arteta, bro. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace, man. So boom, like I say, it's good, man. Just to be in the final. Obviously United are in the final as well. Would have preferred if it was Bilbao, in my opinion, just because of the
You
fact I
did say
thought,
that actually.
yeah,
You
yeah,
said that
yeah,
from before.
yeah, because it makes it a bit more of a nervous one. But yeah, man, like I say, if we can get that first goal, I think we can go on to win the game from there. In my opinion,
That's
man.
fair. Over to you, Jess, because you're someone who was not only confident of Spurs getting to the final, but you spoke from early. If I remember, I think it was you and Kaneki spoke the earliest about the lack of quality in the Europa League. And even I was like, are you sure? But eventually, I think it was the quarterfinal second legs that happened. And I was like, right, this competition really is not, is really lacking in quality. And it's shown even more over these two legs as well. So, yeah, thoughts on the game and getting past Bodo Glint you expected, and final thoughts as well.
No, what's it called? No, I mean, it's funny because I literally said, literally when the Europa League started and when I found out who's in
Yeah,
the
you said from
competition,
the jump. Yeah.
I said, I can see when Spurs gets the right draw, Spurs can get to the final because there's enough quality within the team, even if we don't necessarily rate it, because it's not like I rated the squad going into the season, and especially how the squad has performed this season. Especially, you wouldn't think that this team get to the final, but I never thought that even with this type level of quality, that how can we not make it to the final, especially if the draw is favorable. And we here now in the final. Um, to be honest, I give the manager and the players a lot of credit in terms of like if it wasn't gonna be ASAP, most people had us going out against Frankfurt. I think even our own fans had us going out against Frankfurt. I think even
Especially because the away leg was second.
yeah, second, and we didn't go and win it our home draw with some convincing lead as well, going back to Frankfurt. But even against Acer, there was a lot of people not really counting us that we can go and actually beat Acer. And then once we got there, then people trying to make the narrative about Bodo Clint being giant killers, and then are always saying that we're not even considered in football giants. So how is it even possible that you can say that about Spurs, but then you in the same time you guys call Spurs a small club? So all sort of type of copium. Obviously, like I said, the only reason why I felt some sort of level of nervousness is because I don't know what sometimes I get from Tottenham. I wasn't concerned about what Bodo Klimt himself would do to us. It was more so, okay, what do we do? Like, in even the first leg, you saw the only shot on target was the goal, and it was in a stupid manner as well that the goal happened. We should have left with a clean, like really truly, we should have left both games with a clean sheet, but it is what it is. Um, these dudes were worse than Tamworth. I'm gonna be honest.
Really? That
Like,
bad? I didn't watch your game.
oh, Tamworth had at least a winger who could actually cook Paul on a consistent basis. Like, they were especially because the thing, the whole talk was that because they had three guys suspended for the first game and all injured, so they was always gonna come make a comeback in the second leg. And then all these dudes didn't make no impact whatsoever. Couldn't do anything. There's like sometimes little things here and there, but we dealt with it quite well. And um, I see people, I see people say obviously, how come that Ange only now is deciding to do all this thing with like willing to be defensive and all that. And I'm saying sometimes there's many reasons for it. One, he knows that his job is on the line. He knows he could still potentially get sacked. Like even on the day yesterday, I think an hour before kickoff, I saw a report saying how Tottenham have made Marcus Silva the top target if Ange were to leave the football club.
Yeah.
So even when you get to a final, you see consistent talk about who should be the next manager. You see people about bringing rumors out about who the next manager could be and everything. So the only way that you can make yourself stay at the football club is you win the final, and people being somewhat happy with it. Even and I think even in the situation, like he never had a bad season like this before. Any club that he's been, where people are on his neck to this degree, like people have been on his neck before, but it's earlier in his first tenure when he starts off, but and then things get better. But things like this have never been this bad for him. But I think sometimes I do believe sometimes some people who are arrogant, some people that believe in their own way, sometimes they need humbling. Sometimes you need to be humble. Don't understand like certain things that you want to do and certain things you want to see. doesn't work and it's gonna cost you. So I'm happy that he's just keeping it conservative in the game that where we didn't need to do anything, and just know that all we have to do is just hit them on the counter. Goals will eventually come, which they did. Poor goal was luck, but I always say in cup competition you need luck.
Facts.
And then and then the goal, Solanke's goal, like Neil said, is a poacher goal, which I think when you actually can put him in situations more often where let him be a poacher instead of being a false nine, then having to run around, pressing center backs and shit. Now, like make a situation where he can actually be a poacher and actually make him actually put him into a situation where he can chase him. No, we always say how you want your strikers at United to even be able to just go and chase the ball sometimes. We don't even do that. We don't even do that. So it's like just to see him like because I think the guy can score goals when you actually put him into situations, but that's whole another situation to talk about. But now like you gotta give the team credit because let's be honest, like if you were to ask people if you were to ask people in January if Spurs make it to you will sit here and like if the Spurs on Twitter who is Ange and says, I think Ange can get us to the Europa League final, most people would have called you crazy.
Facts. That is true. That is very,
Most
very
people would
true.
have called you crazy. So for me, it's like we cannot be hypocritical and say you would have called somebody out if somebody would have said that and know that he has actually done it. All of a sudden, you can't give the guy the credit no more. So obviously, you have to win the final because there's no point being in the final if you can't win it. But if you're just talking about what's happening right now and what we're seeing right now, you guys will find a lot of people didn't expect us, including myself, considering how bad we played. Even though I think we can make it, when we actually play our football, we can make it to a final. The way it was looking like, we wasn't gonna get to a final. So I have to give the players, even the players that I don't rate, credit for actually getting the job done. I have to give the manager credit for getting the job done. Now it's about getting to the final, beating United in the final. I know a lot of people say we've beaten United 3 times in a row this season. We haven't lost to United since Ten Hag's first season. But my mindset is the 0-0-0 mindset: 0 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. It's a final. It's a new game. This is not a game that nothing was on it. These league games didn't mean anything. The Carabao Cup didn't lead to anything for either team. So nah, just I look at it like we never played United, but we have to play against a team that we never played this season. This should be the
Yeah.
mindset, and I think the players are generally locked in, and I think the play. One thing I say about this group is that I don't think they have to stop playing for the manager, because I think if they stop playing for the manager, I don't think we're in a competition. Personally, I don't think we will be in a competition still. So that's my thoughts on it. Like that's my thoughts on it, and hopefully we can go and win it, man. Like somehow be able to rectify this shit shows the season by winning a trophy and getting us back to the Champions League would be amazing. There's always a way to do so. And I know obviously De Niro obviously touched on it in terms of how wherever he because I had this conversation literally like probably like 2 hours, 3 hours ago, wherever he should stay at the football club if he wins the um Europa League.
Yeah.
In my opinion, is there's 2 ways you can look at it for me, in my opinion. You can look at it from the perspective of the guys won us something, just 08, get us back to the Champions League. And at some point this season, there was a legitimate narrative floated how if Spurs could finish 17th and people wouldn't care as long as we win a trophy this season. That was a narrative. So for those people that were saying that about Angel, it's like, well, like know that we are currently potentially could finish 17th legitimately, but we could win the Europa League, and if he does win it, I do believe if the club sit here and say we want to keep him for the next season, I can understand why. Because technically, this is our most successful season in the 21st century. If we're deep.
Yes. That's true. 100%.
So for me, there's
Definitely. Oh,
legitimate reason why, if they want to keep him, why I can understand it. I wouldn't sit here and say 100% I would be happy about it because that would mean that he would need to not only have a certain standard of performances in the league, also in the cups. Like the expectation is go again and win something in the Carabao Cup, or FA Cup, and you have to be better in the league, getting the Champions League even. But these are conversations if he stays at the job, and the only way you can get to these conversations is if he wins us the FA Cup. And I think these players want him to stay at the club as well. So until like I always said, we will only know what our next season will look like once we reach full time on the 21st of May.
Well, that's fair. It's very fair. But yeah, definitely if you win, if he wins it, it strengthens its case. It's the biggest trophy you lot have won since. But you say it's a bigger trophy than the FA Cup. I'm looking there just
Yeah,
like what you lot have won. Won
now we have
the
like bro, the
FA
last
Cup
time,
91. Oh wait, so the league is obviously back in the 60s, and the
yes,
Cup
and
Winners' Cup is also in the 60s as well. So you could say the Europa League, which you won in 84. So I'd say
yeah,
that's the last big trophy you won is this competition, ironically, which is 84.
I know,
So that's what
I
I'd
know.
say.
That's what I'm trying to say is like, so there is legitimate reasons why, if they were to keep him, why I'm fine with it. But that doesn't change the fact that there's so many things that need to improve just from day one, the moment next season starts, and not even just day one in terms of what he needs to do. Day one, how the football club has to operate. In my opinion, like if we let's in a scenario, let's say if we win the Europa League, even if we don't win it, but let's say in a scenario where we do win it, of course we're gonna have celebrations. Everybody's gonna be happy, but we need to straight away just get back and lock it in because you know that this manager is still gonna have a lot of criticism of what happened this season, and we need players in. We're gonna be in the Champions League now as well, which is even a higher competition. But actually, you see, even mid-level teams can actually do something, and our team is not great. We see the Champions League. We have seen Champions League football all season long. When you compare our teams and the whole Europa League compared to how these teams in the Champions League play, there's some mid teams in there too, but there's a lot more better teams than what it is in the Europa League. So we need to lock in. We need to just happy that we're celebrating parade, everything cool, but we have to straight get locked in, and this is where my biggest issue would be if you keep him. Do I trust the football club that they would even put him in the best scenario to perform next season again?
Right.
I don't know. I don't trust the football club personally.
Mm.
Like this could be him winning the club the trophy. Ironically, would be the biggest bailout for this football club in terms of thinking that he wins this trophy and it's enough now that the ownership thinks we've been successful. Because
No,
let's
you
be,
just
because
they kind
reality,
of
because
like,
reality
all
is
right, let's just stand still type of thing. I hear
yeah,
you.
like the reality is if we win this, it's not about wanting to go and move on. The reality is, thank you for us winning us a trophy. We got rid of this narrative. We can banter Arsenal fans for like a whole summer, but it's not gonna lead to the ownership like all of a sudden changing. Like, you know what? This feeling of having to parade, fans being happier, not all the time call Levy out and all that. It's not that mindset. That mindset is like, cool, thank you for us winning the trophy. We go on to what we're doing anyways. So, like I said, a lot of conversation for me now was just generally depending on what happens on the 21st of May. A lot of that. And there's one more thing that I want to say
Of course.
to the people that I'm seeing in the fan base. If you're not 100% confident that we can beat United, that's cool. I ain't got no issue with that.
Mm.
But I just hate the Duma gimmick. The Duma gimmick, like the ball hasn't even been played, and I'm seeing people say it wouldn't be surprised if Spurs would lose the final to United all of a sudden. Bro,
Mhm.
grow up, man. Grow up. We in the final. Like
So you're saying have a little bit more faith, even if you think you're
have a
not
have,
favored.
have a
Just
bit
have
have
a
a
little
bit
bit more
more
faith.
faith. Have more bit of faith because probably you were probably the guys that didn't expect us to beat Acer Frankfurt, or even some of y'all, which I know some of our fans probably wasn't even sure if we beat Bodo Club.
That was crazy to me. I never understood that.
So this is what I'm trying to
Mm.
say. So like for me, for the fact that the team actually got here, and you can generally see the change of performances is generally there. Have at least some little bit of faith. Have some bit of cojones in the team. I'm not saying believe in this team like this team is as good as being able to compete for a league title. Like I don't 100% believe we win the final, but they have proven me wrong. They have proven me wrong in terms of how they performed this season and still be able to get to the final. So why can't I believe they can win the final? It's one of them ones.
It's very fair, man. That is very fair. You lot continue to run up the likes. Big up Stephanie G, everyone else in the chat as well. Let's get us up to 40 likes. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Keep all your questions, United or Spurs related, please, people. And to big up to Daz, obviously this is not to do with the final, but he says flawless. Well, it actually is. Aren't you scared that the senior members of Manchester United might use Manchester United winning Europa as a cover up not to spend? Not in the slightest. Because we've already been reported to be spending already, like being in talks with Cunha. Even if we don't get Cunha, we're going to spend money to get a player like him or whoever else. So am I concerned about that whatsoever? No. Because we got to bring in players just simply because of the amount we're losing. They have to spend. Otherwise, we won't forget lack of quality in the squad. We won't have a senior squad. Look how many players are leaving? So Rashford could leave, Sancho could leave, Anthony could leave, Malacia could leave, Hoyland could leave, Garnacho could leave, Ericsson's definitely leaving on a free, Lindelof could leave, Maguire could leave, Evans is leaving, Onana could leave. That's 11 off the top of my head. And that's excluding any surprise bids. Let's say Al Hilal do drop the big back and the big offer for Bruno. The list goes on. Not saying necessarily all those players leave, but what I'm saying is a lot of those. I think at least vast majority of the players I just mentioned will leave. So I think they will spend. It's about spending smart. Something else have done well to their credit. That's what I would say. And to Stephanie G says United will have an advantage of playing in Bilbao Stadium previously. Maybe. Like I said, am I confident going into the game? Yes, because Spurs have been in terrible form. However, on the flip side, Spurs fans are also confident because United have been in terrible form. This is two teams that are terrific. Let's be quite frank. These are two teams who are nowhere near any form of good level. So when you're playing poor opposition, even if you're poor opposition yourself, you're still going to be confident going into the game. That's why as United fan, am I confident we win this? Yes. I said before the Bilbao tie, if we get past Bilbao, which I didn't expect, I look at it as our final, and I think we'll beat whoever comes out the other semi-final, whether it's Spurs or Bodo Glint. I expected Spurs to do the business, and they did. Would have preferred Bodo Glint because they're Bodo Glint. But unfortunately, it's Spurs who do have a great record against us, but I don't really look too much into that. It's on this manager to get his decisions right in regards to lineup. Do I expect him to do that? No. He didn't play a good lineup against Bilbao in the first leg. It worked out. We won 3-0. Second leg, it did almost cost us, and then he rang the changes, and all of a sudden we look better. De Niro mentioned that about Amadi is getting back up to speed now. He's only just come back. The Bilbao game was his first game back in the squad, so love that. And him, Maino, should be up to speed by the time we face Spurs in that Europa League final. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm confident, but that doesn't mean I dismiss Spurs in the slightest. And it says one pro I have in the game is that with Romero, Adogi, Van de Vemporo, the last 20 games they played together, they're like 15 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. And that goes back to last season as well, just shows injuries. Injuries do play a part. I think we just have X-Factor. Go on, Jens.
I do think, because despite me criticizing them a lot this season, I do think Madison is a miss because when I've watched all the United, or think about all the United games, but he actually was always impacting all those 3 games.
He play well.
So, even though, so other games maybe he didn't play well, against United for some reason, the guy somewhat can actually put in a performance in. So, it is a miss, and I think Lucas also not going to play the final because of the injury. It's also going to be a miss, but even though, just Lucas' injury, I don't know, Bissouma's been playing well. Bissouma's been actually playing well, but it's just the trust. The issue is the trust issue.
Mm.
My trust with Bissouma is just very thin. I ain't got, once it gets to the final, I just have to, whatever lineup is out there, even if I disagree with it, you have to think that they can go and do the job. But do I trust necessarily all these players on the pitch? Not necessarily. But I do agree with that comment that when those 4 in the back actually play, you do tend to actually get a lot more positive results. And what helps really well is that Dogi actually, especially this period of the season, that Dogi found himself back to kind of like his former form. Because the way even our own fans were talking about him, like he was some scrub, was crazy to me. Like there was people, I remember seeing people saying, "We have Jet Spence now, we can sell Dogi now." And I was like, Jet Spence been playing incredibly for he was playing incredibly, but he was playing incredibly for a bad team. And I was always thinking, how long does this actually continue? And now nobody speaks about him no more. Which again shows again football fans in the nutshell how quick they can change their opinions.
Facts.
So it's gonna be so important that these 4 gonna be healthy. Like even if there's gonna be one injury somewhere happening, coming to that final, and these 4, either one of them gets injured, this changes the whole dynamic all of a sudden. Like it puts even more pressure on the midfield to actually perform, but I don't think they need much more pressure than already is. So, man, it's needed at this stage. It's like I do believe, because I've seen arguments about should we be resting these guys? Then we should be resting these guys, but it's important that these guys still play football matches. Like I want them to stay in the rhythm, because I do this, for example. I do like a basketball example. Like you saw how OKC We saw OKC game 1 against the Nuggets. We had like a whole week rest, and I was happy that they got a whole week rest. That's why you saw in game 2 how we gave the belt to us like 43 win. But in game 1,
You know,
even
pack them
though
up.
we were yes, but even game 1, by the end of started off well, you had a 20-point lead, but then for some reason you looked more like the tired team by the end of the game, even though you had a week rest. So
Yeah.
I look at this kind of example and think I want these guys to rest up, but I also want them to have some sort of level of match fitness and continue on playing just to stay in rhythm. So yeah.
No, that's fair. I fully hear that. Is there who's missing for you, lot? So Madison's out.
Madison's out. Lucas Burkhardt is out. Son should be back, but we don't know what his fitness level will be by then. Dragerson is out, which nobody cares. I think also starting everybody's fit. Like, I mean, don't be surprised if Richarlison gets injured before the final. Don't be surprised. He just, I don't know, the guy just cannot stay fit whatsoever. So don't be surprised if he is just for some reason just missing. I'm just trying to go to the last picture, to the last game where we were, so I can check who was even in the game. Hold on.
Good.
So
hey, chat, let us know as well, chat, if there's anyone missing.
This are all. Yeah, it's only these players. Badu's definitely going to be out. Madison's definitely going to be out. And Bergwall is going to be late out. It says late May, but I don't think he's going to make it. And I don't think we need to. I don't think it makes sense to rush him back just to start him. And Son should be back, but I do say this.
Yes.
I'm probably happier. I'm happier if Son does not start the final.
Impact player off the bench.
Make him an impact player off the bench, because I don't even think he's gonna, like, I don't want a scenario where we're trying to force him there without even being necessarily in rhythm. He probably will maybe play one game before the final if he does come back, and that's not good enough for me. Don't start him in the final. I think that would be a mistake personally. That doesn't mean that he can't impact in the final. That's what I say. Have him on the bench, bring it on if we need goals, whatever. Trying to have to just throw it shit. Unlike Arsenal, who bring in defenders when they're chasing goals, bring actually attackers on. So nah, just what I would do. But I think also at Son, I think none of the other three will make it back.
First, what are you saying, De Niro, in regards to Son? Because saying is a doubt. Would you like to see him back in the starting lineup? Would you just want him an impact player off the bench? Is it dependent on fitness for you, or are you saying play him regardless if he's fit enough for the bench?
You can sit on the bench, man. You can sit on the bench, man. I can't lie, bro. I don't want another region of what happened with Harry Kane in the Champions League final, bro. You can sit on the bench, bro. Play the players that have been performing on the pitch, bro. That's what I want still.
No, 100%. But real question though. That's the question though. If Son doesn't start the final, because against both Bodo Klimt games, Ance's been playing with Charleston on the left wing, and I don't want to see them. So you want to see Tell or you want to see Udaba?
Tell. Because Odegaard, to be honest, like I don't even know what to. You see where it is. Obviously, he's young in it, so I'm not harsh in it, but obviously, I think performance-wise has been better in it for me personally.
No, it's fair. Like I don't mind. Like I don't mind personally both of them, but probably if you want to edge it to Tell, that's fine by me. And I feel like he's been in big games before as well, so it's not like he's unfamiliar with these type of games. So now I'm fine with Tell. Like, I just don't want to, like, I think he only played with Charleston because he wanted to help out defensively. But I don't think in the final you want to do that again. To be honest, like I feel in the final the mindset should be that go and get that goal, and then dictate the game from where it goes from there. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I don't know. It's such a weird fun, to be honest, because I just don't know what the dynamic is going to be at all, to be honest.
All right, and I fully understand why that is the case. I did.
I do want to say one thing. I do want to say is,
yeah, go on.
And that's why I said when people were saying praising Kulusevski when he was doing well, and I was hearing it as well. But bro, this guy hasn't been good enough. We have to speak about Kulusevski and how I think his performance in recent times hasn't been that good. And I do think we did rush him back when he had his injury, and we trying to force him because Madison couldn't play all these games, and he needed some rest. Madison needed some rest as well. Ironic because he got injured now, but I do think he got rushed back. But reality is we need him to perform in the final. And I wasn't happy with for him not to be looking good against Bodo Klimt is a concern for me personally.
Damn.
So for me, my thing is, if there's one player that needs to be playing through the Premier League matches, even from the start, it's Kulusevski. We have to put him into rhythm before the final, in my opinion. So that's probably one player that I look and say we need to see your performances go up more. I need to see Basuma be locked in until the final. If you want to do what you do in your own time after the final, that's cool. Obviously, don't do anything illegal. But these are probably the two guys right now on the team that I look at and say we need you to stay locked in. We need you to stay focused.
That's very fair.
Yeah.
Because Ennis says Kulu versus Bodo Glint did exactly what he was told. He sat next to Burjaw game and never went forward, completely stopped their play. You agree with this? Disagree? Obviously, I didn't watch your game.
I agree. I agree with that, but I still felt that there's certain aspects of his game where I just feel like just a bit too slow. Like I just want to be a bit more quicker. Be a bit more quicker. Because I feel like in the time when he was playing well, you saw that he was one of the players that you just was unplayable. Even we don't defend a lot. So granted, maybe it was a situation because this team doesn't defend a lot, especially in a compact manner how we did against Bodo Klimt in the second leg. Maybe it could be that. I'm just saying that even before the Bodo Klimt game as well, when he came back, I just hasn't necessarily been impressed of him as of late. I thought, okay, injury to come back and you play off the certain level again. And that was probably my issue. Like, for example, we talked about yesterday on the playback, me, Tasa, and Sheik, we were talking about Udogie and saying how he played well there, but in the final third, his ball wasn't necessarily great, but it didn't really matter because the whole plan was about him having to stay just at the back, just defending, stay compact, and if the opportunity arises, go forward, attack. And it wasn't a situation where you're always going to see like 3-4 men in the box to pick out for. It's like maybe 1-2 guys. So I do agree that we was definitely a lot more defensive. So if you say against United, we're going to be a bit more offensive, a bit more. Maybe you're going to look a bit better. But I just felt that I don't know. It's just that I don't believe he's been in the same rhythm as he was prior to injury. That's what I believe.
That's fair. That's very, very fair. Where'd you stand with Kulu De Niro? Form not been good enough? Do you think it's due to injury? Because some people in the chat are saying that.
Yeah, I did mention that. I did mention.
He's looking more sharp. Yeah, he's looking more sharp now. You did looking more sharp now. He's played a couple matches. Or do you need to get him up to speed, or would you bench him, or would you look at these Premier League games and go, all right, let's try and do something, get him up to match fitness?
Yeah, I think I'm on what Jez is on, bro. Just try to get him up to match fitness, bro. That's it, because obviously, regardless of anything, he's the one that's got to get played. If there's no Madison on it, I don't feel like there's any other player that can do that job, in my opinion. Obviously, you could, I don't really see anybody else that could really do that job. Like I say, there's no Madison, so yeah, bro. Like either way, we gotta get him fit in it. You get me, bro. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. So, yeah, man. I think, just play him and try to get him up to match fitness. And then, but we just gotta hope that the players who are fit now stay fit. That's really where it is now. It's not even to do with anything like, oh, is there this guy gonna come back or whatever. I think the players who are currently fit, we need them to stay fit, because now when we're looking at it, when we're looking at the team, we're strong in majority of positions, but as soon as we start seeing that domino effect of one or two more players getting injured, you start looking at the team and being like, rah, is this team even strong enough? But then what I will say, going back to the final part, like touching on the final again, is like we've played United with a weak team before. You get it, and still managed to get a result. And it's not a United team that's any different. You understand? The only difference is that we're playing them in a final. So, like I say, it's like losing players is a big thing, but at the same time, the players who are currently fit, if they can stay fit, I believe that they can still do the job. That's the main thing. Because I don't look at the things with United. I don't look at them in a way of like a threat. I look at the reason why there's a possibility of us losing this final is not even because of United. I think it will just be due to our own mistakes. So That's it. That's it. So literally, what literally when we played you last one, I think when we beat you 3-2 or something like that. When we beat you 3-2, that was courtesy of mistakes. If we that game should have ended 3-0, not 3-2. You get so like I say, it'll be based on ourselves. So bro, like I say, yeah, man, just keep the players who are fit now. Don't overdo it. Like as in when I say overdo it, like obviously train and do what you need to do, but let the players get enough rest. And obviously we'll play on the weekend when we need to play on the weekends. But if there's a sub that needs to be made in a Premier League game, make the sub in it. You understand this? Even if the score's tight, let the young guys get in it. So obviously, like I say, get them up to match fitness, play them. And then obviously take him off 60th minute, let the young guys get a game in, because at the rate in the league, there's nothing to play for. So we can definitely do that rotation. So yeah, that's what I think still.
That's fair enough. Right. And you lot continue to run up the likes as well. And similar to what De Niro said, I'm looking at it from a Manchester United perspective is we are our own worst enemy in regards to this fucking manager, first and foremost, picking the correct lineup. And he's not going to put the correct lineup. So I'm hoping similar to the Bilbao game where I said the lineup wasn't right, things go our way and we take a lead. But what I can see happening is us having to either we're drawing or Spurs are winning. And similar to the Bilbao second leg, we didn't have to change it up and chase the game. And you're bringing on Maino, you're bringing on Ahmad, even though I do think he'll start Ahmad, but you're bringing on Maino, you're bringing on a Mount, you're bringing on Ericsson, for example. You're bringing on players who are just better than them two terror twins up top because he's going to run Højlund and Garnacho up top. You already know there's two players who defend themselves. Like Spurs don't even have to defend them. The IDK who says, I think Ahmad and Mount start ahead of, I think Ahmad start. Yeah, where does Mount start to you? I don't think he starts.
Yeah, because you lost Garnacho. So
he's going to play Casemiro or Agate, and then it's going to be Bruno with the cramp twins up top. So
you know what's funny is I don't know how De Niro feels. I low key, I want United to start off a bit of a stronger lineup, not because I think that they would actually do anything, but it has more so to do with the fact that I prefer a situation where our players don't have to be tired, and then you see guys like Maino, guys like Ahmad coming up. So I would prefer a situation to be like, shit, let it be a Garnacho or let it be fucking Højlund come up if you're gonna be tired already.
Yeah, I hear it still. Yeah, the thing is that it makes sense because at least if they play their strongest lineup and then we're already in the lead, they can't bring on nothing else that's gonna.
No, because look at all these games especially also in the Lyon. Look at Bilbao. A lot of these games, obviously Bilbao in the first game, obviously Bilbao was just factored, but in the second game, and then look at the Lyon game, that crazy game. Is where the subs they're making the impact, even against Sociedad. Subs made it most of the time. Zerski coming on, making the changes. So it's like, for me, I would low-key love a situation where guys having to actually start, so they don't have enough players off the bench to make the impact. Because I do think, especially in finals, what brings the difference between winners and losers is sometimes the impact of what comes off the bench. That's why I would love to see a situation where Sam, instead of starting, let him come off the bench.
And I'd rather run that. If we lost that way, I'm cool with that. If he plays the stronger lineup and you lot beat us, hold my hands up.
I heard that.
Spurs were better on the day. And I understand what you man are saying in regards to you want us to play the stronger lineup because if you get past that, there is nothing off the bench. But I'm tired of this whole comeback, remontada, all this nonsense. Play Maino. Play Ahmad, even though I expect him to play him. Run the strongest lineup. And if Spurs beat us, let them have beaten us from the start over a longer period of time. Not the weaker side. They're 1-0 up after you lot are 1-0 up after 60 minutes. And then we bring in on Maino. Then we bring in on Mount and Ericsson to try and chase the game. Where now you lot can catch us on the break. It's like, play the stronger players. And guess what? If they're not up to it, cool. Because I think if we play the stronger players, it's going to sound stupid. It increases that. See how my manager's got me saying playing our better players increases our chances of winning. Who the fuck would have thought that? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? Play your stronger players from the start, and guess what? Hey, you know what? We have a better chance of winning this game because they're out there for longer. That with less pressure on him. Why is Maino having to come off the bench when we're 1-0, 2-0 down, or 2-1 down? Why not have him out there when he's 0-0 so he can get us 1-0 or 2-1 up? You know what I'm saying? And then you bring on the worst players to go out there and run around. Maybe where there's more space, where Spurs are pressing. and Garnacho or Højlund catch you on the break. It's fucking mind-boggling. Absolute mind-boggling. And IDK says he don't like Garnacho, bro. It's just Mount's made of glass. He likes Garnacho, man. Garnacho gonna play.
The way he treated some of the other guys, the way he treated some of the other guys, he generally likes him.
He likes Garnacho. That's why he plays him, and that's why he barely takes him off. I was surprised when he took him off early. He likes Garnacho. Is he a fan of Mount? Yes. But he also likes Garnacho. Mount is not starting because you said I think Ahmad Mount start. IDK, give me your midfield pivot and your front three. Because I want to know who you've dropped out. Because Højlund plays, Garnacho plays, Bruno plays, Casemiro plays, and Agate plays for me. Those 5 play. That's our pivot and front three, which is horrific, but that's what this manager's going to be on. Ahmad will play wing back, Dorgu the other. Only question mark is the back three. Maz plays, Euro plays. We don't know how fit De Ligt is, but it'll probably be Maguire. If De Ligt's fit, De Ligt will start there. But this is all right, IDK. So again, tell me your midfield pivot and your front three.
Be there, bro.
All right,
he's gonna be there.
This, tell me your midfield pivot and front three. That's what I would know.
If Ugarte is playing,
tell me.
Oh,
that's what I would know. And big up to Vega as well. Says Logic, Flawless, and Crew. Doesn't matter who starts versus Spurs. Spurs out winning the Europa final. Damn, tell us how you really feel, Vega. Big up, Vega. Shout out to Vega, man.
Hey, Vega, big up Vega, but focus on the FA Cup, bro.
Crystal Palace. But I told Flawless already, man. Crystal Palace guys put on for them.
Yeah, you lot better freaking win that.
Because now Vega's on my radar now. So if Eze and them man dunk on you, innit, just remember I'll be here, innit.
Make sure you are, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you are De Niro. Vega should have done been on your radar just because he's Vega. You know what I'm saying? He should have just been on your radar before he said this comment. But big up to Vega. Make sure you lot subscribe to Vega Games TV as well, man. Make sure you subscribe to my G Vega. But yeah, IDK, let me know, man. Who do you think, not who you want to start, who do you think Agate start? Who do you think starts in the pivot and the front three? Who does Amorim start? Who I want at the team I want and the team he'll play are completely different. Saying that for now. Definitely say it is. And to Mike, who says, nah, I don't ball this Amorim. It's not even a ball thing. That's the case, Mike. It's not even a ball thing. He's going to play that lineup. He played it. Why would he play it? Both legs, semi-final first leg, semi-final second leg. Quarter-final first leg, quarter-final second leg. Round of 16 first leg, round of 16 second leg, and then all of a sudden switch it up. Why? He's played it 6 games in a row pretty much. If I go back and check the lineups, I guarantee the front threes are probably all the same. Højlund and Garnacho have played every time. Whether we've been 3-0 a lot, whether we've been down, etc. And not more often than not, it's been our subs that have come on and saved the day. Again, it's nonsense, man. Absolute something. So you think he goes Bruno, Casemiro, pivot, Mount, Ahmad, and Asmus? Unfortunately, we should take the game. So you think he's dropping Garnacho and wait. So he's dropping Garnacho and Agate. All right. Tell you now, Ahmad, and who's playing wing back? You reckon he plays? I'm guessing it's Mazat with right wing back. I don't think he plays Ahmad in the 10, but I think Ahmad plays. That's what I'd say.
The only part is the last part right there. The last part right there that he said, we should take the game on to Spurs. I think that's the only clear play into our hands. I feel like Spurs is actually a type of team where I feel like if you actually don't make us have the possession, I think we'd be a bit better.
So you reckon you reckon Spurs with possession that's worse for you if you have the ball?
Yeah, but we have like overwhelming a lot of the ball because now we're pushing so many numbers forward. We're pushing the team in general so much. So now you're open to where when you do win the ball back, you can actually go and hit the channels. You can actually go and find spaces to create 1v1 situations. Like it's not like we have like overwhelming quality of guys scoring out of the box, being able to create we don't have anything like that. But if we do create something, it's because of lapse of concentration for the defense. I don't see us on a consistent basis have somebody who consistently performs well when we have somebody playing on the low blow. Personally, like if you're trying to take the game to us, I think it's us. Me personally.
Yeah, we can't take the game to anyone. Even if that's the game, we got the players. Yo, look at our front. Our front three gonna be Bruno, Garnacho, Højlund. They ain't taking the game to no one. And then after that, we got actually adding Ahmad. That helps. But the rest of them is 6 defensive players. You got 3 centre backs, 2 DMs, and a left wing back. He was
That's
a
what I'm trying
fullback.
to say. It
We
plays
got
into the
six
hands, to be
defensive
honest.
players. Yeah,
And
like we
look at
can't
our
take
look at our
no.
wingers. Like look like I think look at our players. Like when we score, sometimes when we but look at our transition. Like I always say this. That's why I always say Arsenal is one of the worst transition teams in the league, because when you see our players,
Mm.
it's like they because they're quick. They get into the spaces where they have to be. Johnson has a good but one thing I give Johnson, even though I slander him a lot and don't think he's a great player,
Mm.
one thing he knows is position himself in a situation to find himself open for a cutback and then tap the ball into the net. Our players are really quick when it comes to that. Sri Lanka is really good to fight for a second ball if somebody spills it. Like, remember the goal that Sri Lanka scored because Onana made the mistake? He was the first
Yeah,
to
yeah,
react
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was the
So
first
that's
to
what I say. I think it suits us.
Well, and see, IDK, you agree with me then? I'm only saying that because knowing this guy, he'll start. This is exactly what I just said. I literally just said he will start Rasmus and Hoyland, and now you're telling me I'm only saying this because knowing this guy, he'll start. So you know it. We all know what team he's going to start. We all know it. The only question is centre backs. Because Ahmad, I don't think he puts in the 10. I think Ahmad starts, yes, because Ahmad's his guy, but he'll play Ahmad right wing back, which I'm not mad at all. My problem is the front three. Play Mount, Maino, Bruno. Run that as the front three. And then you can play a Casagate behind that. And then even off the bench, if you want, you got Ericsson, you can bring off the bench if you really want to. That's what I'd say to that. But we move. We have Jacob in the cut as well. Jacob, what are you telling me, man? You good?
Go, Jacob.
Hey.
Good?
I don't know how. We're going to Bilbao. However that fucking song goes. But how are we doing? Sorry I'm late.
It's cool, man. I don't have to apologize. Man. You got
Flawless.
family stuff to do, man. Go on.
Homeboy turned up. It's unfortunate to see, but I'm gonna Wesley Snipes meme you on May 21st. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
You know
it
the
should
Wesley
be
Snipes
fun, man.
meme?
Which
There'll be
one?
tears in my eyes, but I gotta pull the trigger.
Oh, yeah, with the trigger when he's got the tears rolling down his
He's
eyes.
pointing.
Yeah,
I don't want to, but I have to. And we need it more than you. We're hungrier.
I keep hearing
Technically
this.
borderline on death if we're an animal of some kind that's looking for food. So just, oh man, I'm nervous. I'm happy. I'm everything. But yeah, dug it. It's just, of course, the year we've beaten you 3 times, it just scares me because it's like, could you a 4th? How many times you're gonna say, in roulette, 20 on black, and it keeps landing on black. You're just like, one of these days it's gonna land on red. I'm just hoping, we get 4 goes. That'd be a 4-peat, a European trophy, Champions League. I mean, Ainge Europa Postacoglu is what I'm talking about. That Ainge Europa trophy Postacoglu. I'm working on it. Ainge Europa Postacoglu. That's
It's a work in progress, man. It's a work. You got time to figure that one out.
You got 2 weeks, man, to sort that out,
Yeah,
man.
you got 2 weeks to sort
hey, I'm not used to being here. You know what I mean? Last time I was in a European final, so successful, so sexy, sensual Pochettino. Oh, he could do no wrong. I miss Pochettino. Oh, all those losers in the fucking mud. In the bin you go.
These guys, man. These guys.
Twerking for Poch. Motherfucker watching us play on Thursday night. How about that?
So Jacob, since you've already started there, thoughts on the final? Talk to us.
Thoughts on the final? What are my thoughts on Sydney Sweeney when she steps out the house?
What is your thoughts? Actually, since we go there, because she is a lead.
Voluptuous, sculptuous, shimmery.
I don't understand how Sydney Sweeney and Spurs in the Europa League final are the same, because she is some elite milk. She is, but go on.
Yeah, see, I knew you're a man of culture, Flawless. I know who I'm talking to.
I'm saying, man. You already know, man.
Well,
you know who I'm at. You know who I am, man. Milk Luther King, calcium connoisseur. You know what I'm saying?
Milk Luther King. Oh no, I hadn't heard that one. That was a good.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, what would that chat? You already know.
What was the question? Because all I'm thinking about is Milk Luther King Jr.
I asked you your thoughts on the final, and you said, "What do you think of Sydney Sweeney stepping out the house?" That's why. So yeah, your thoughts on the final.
It's like I can finally show my chest. I can finally show what I'm working with. I can finally feel some sense of vindication when I look at this in a 30,000 foot view. which is something they always say in like sports media, right? What's our 30,000 foot view? What's our overall picture here? Ange Postecoglou has been here for almost 2 years now. He was our fourth choice manager. And within 2 years, he's gotten us fifth place. He's gotten us to a European final, domestic cup semifinal, or excuse me, 2 semifinals. And to me, it's like this year, the Premier League 20 losses, that's crazy. Unheard of, unfathomable. But, sometimes you just, when the tornado's hitting, it's like, do you get out the bunker and try and run and outrun the tornado? Or you just say, hopefully the bunker I've built can withstand the storm. And you know what? God damn it, I trusted in Ange Postecoglou. And we made it out the bunker. We are out the fucking tornado shelter. God dog it. And you know what? It feels good because everyone's out there picking stuff that, I got this plank shoved through my leg because you didn't trust, but now you're happy you survived because you listened to Ainge somewhat. And it's just funny because 30 days ago, everyone's calling him a fat CUNT. 30 days ago, he's a fat CUNT. And then yesterday, we're going to a final, guys. Oh, we're going to go dance at the final in Bilbao. And what's crazy is also that away crowd. Because one, not too distant past, I remember Tell going over there saying, hey, please stop calling my manager a fat CUNT. And they were like, you go home, you Australian cunt. It's like, bro, the energy switch up. Motherfuckers don't maintain that same energy. And that's why I know Tottenham fans ain't from the streets, because you switch up that kind of energy on anybody, you getting beat up.
First?
Is that a good succinct thought on the final? These Spurs fans getting beat up because they switching up energy like some phonies. That's why I call them the hotel chair fan base, bro. They love sitting over there dictating what should be happening, but they don't know how to do it themselves. That's why you called in Ange Postecoglou. And guess what? Your woman left a 5-star rating at Postecoglou Motel, located in Angechester.
Bro, I said
it wouldn't be a Jacob answer and explanation if I didn't get lost along the way. So we good. Yeah, go on, Joe. Say what you're gonna say.
No, I said this before. Like, the football on this awful performance right there, like everybody's hypocrites. At the end of the day, like they will forget what they said and what they have done if the guy wins the trophy. If he loses the final to Man United, everything that Jacob just said, they're gonna call him that again and hope that he's gone. Just like the fact that this. It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it in sports, how marginal sometimes the criticism from you, how much the narrative can change with just a single win from now, if you think about it. But now, I agree with Jacob in terms of like, you can't be guys who gave him insane. Like, if you had, like, I have my piece about how I felt about the manager and how I think how it's not good enough and he has to go. And I think it's unfair enough to say that, but people who went way above that are the same ones now who are like cheering and clapping for him, like they've been there since day one. The German, they're like, stay on the side, man. You switched up, stay on the side, man. You never believed in us.
And that's the thing, Jez, is I didn't want to feel that way when all this bullshit was going on, because I don't want to feel like I'm helping to draw a succinct line in a fan base of something that I've used to get a lot of joy out of, which was, talking to other Spurs fans. I'll be honest, I might swing on a Spurs fan if I see him, just because I don't know.
I don't speak.
Hotel chair? What you talking about? Hotel chair? No, because I'm keeping these hands up. Like, that's that simple. But no, just there's something you said that I wanted to highlight on, because there's a difference between having an issue with the way a guy sets up a team and the results that we're getting in a competition. That's all fine. That's all fair and should happen. You should be holding people accountable to that. But all the people who called him a fat, they talked about his weight, they called him Ozempic Ainge, then they said his hands in his pockets, oh, he's a statue on the, okay, all this pussy shit. Oh, I want a wacky inflatable flailing arm too, man. You know what I heard today on hey guys, we made it to a final show? A Spurs fan said, yeah, but look at the way Arsenal came out fired up. I wish we could come out fired up. Bitch, they came out fired up to a fucking L. That's what they came out fired up to. Talk about fired up for the first 20 minutes. I'm talking about winning a goddamn game. These fucking Spurs fans, bro. They can't. Oh, yeah, we won, but it's only because he did exactly what I said and not what he usually does. Shut your bitch ass up. Oh, if he would have adapted in the Premier League, then maybe we would have it. Shut your bitch ass up. You don't know. You don't know. 18 car pile up on the highway. You talking about maybe if I would have rode the brakes more, would have. Shut your ass up.
Fair enough. Veta says, as Spurs fans confident Ange won't get sacked before the final. Do you not think there's any chance this happens? We'll go to you, De Niro. You think there's any chance that this move's pulled again?
I can't lie. If that happens, bro, there's gonna be a hit out, bro. It's 25 years to life, bro. 25 years to life, bro. I state right now, I will put Daniel Levy on a newspaper article, bro, if that happens. I promise you, bro. Like, bro, what I'm saying is mad. But I'm being real, bro. I will put man on a white tee, bro. It will say, bro. I'm telling you now, bro. I don't want to see if bro, you man, bro.
I believe you. Trust me. I know we smoke, but I believe you. It's just funny the way you put it. I believe you.
Bro said put him on the white tee. That's crazy.
I will turn back to the streets, bro. I swear that, bro. Bro, that's a hit out, bro. I promise you, bro. There's no way he's doing that. If he, bro,
he sacks the manager and buys everyone Casio watches.
Bro, I can't lie. I need, bro. If he's gonna sack the manager, bro, I'm gonna need a Rolly date Saturn, bro. I can't lie, bro. Cause see me, I'm heading straight to London, N17, bro. I'm putting man on a T. Give me the latest, and I'm there, bro.
I'll be honest.
You know, I'm actually convinced that there's some kind of financial clause in Ainge's contract that if he got sacked in the middle of a season, that he get some kind of payout. And that's because, again, you look at the contextual evidence, 15 Premier League losses is when you kind of start saying shit ain't right. 20 is when you're like, this is definitely not okay. But we always had the lingering, we might get into that. We might, hey, talk to me nicely. And guess what? It's time to start talking to Ainge Postecoglou just a little bit nicely. And they are. And that's nice, even though they had fucking rubbish coming out their dickhead mouths. I don't forget. I'm like a squid. I don't forget shit. I remember my ops. I remember who wasn't there when the rain fell. You know what I'm saying?
Right. First, what are you saying, Jez? You think there's any chance he gets sacked before the fight? Surely he can't run that.
No, but if there ever is a scenario, that's happened. I'll be honest, I disown the football club, bro. It is what it is.
Nah, bro, there's no way. There's no way. I refuse to believe that's a reality.
This is how far. This is just how far I would go, bro. Like, you're in an abusive relationship, and sometimes you have to just say enough is enough, bro. Like, this is how I feel like. I need to get out of here, bro.
There's no way. There's no way, Jez. There's no. I know it's like, yeah, maybe. There's no fucking way we're gonna go from. I'm trying to convince my wife and kids. Let's fly to Bilbao for 3,000 a head, which is not. It's not gonna happen, obviously. But I was like, hey, let's go to the parade in London. We're not. There's no way they're gonna talk. We're gonna go from that to we just sacked this manager before a final again.
It's not gonna happen. But bro, like generally speaking, it's one of them ones where like you have to call the Leicester police and tell them, no, they have to lock me up, bro. Like it's one of them ones, bro. Like I'll be honest, it's like there's no way I go to another final with Ryan Mason as the coach.
Do you think the fans would actually do something? Jez and Dinar, I'm actually curious about this because I don't know. You think they would actually do something like United? What United did, storm the fucking stadium? They do some shit like that.
All fans are pussies. Low key, all fans are pussies.
But that might be the breaking point for a lot of people.
I think you lot would storm the stadium. I think
Daniel lives. I think Daniel lives in London, if I'm not mistaken. So he probably knows better than me, innit? But if this is not the breaking point, I just want to say I'm just on the football club. If this is not the breaking point for people, because like you did not make me see 20 losses in the Premier League just to have this guy actually get us to a final and then sack him before the final. It doesn't make.
Yeah, there ain't no way at this point you sack him. It should have been at 15 or 20 if you were going to do it at all. Hey, bro, that's exactly why I'm convinced it's a financial thing.
This is what I've been saying the whole time. Why I even stayed at the football club for so long. I've been saying this for like the last 2.5 months now. And bro, you had arguments of him legitimately leaving the football club since January and they were valid. So you tell me no in the final, in a European final, you tell me you want to make the difference. When, like Jacob said, there's so many people who are already in the application list to even get to a ticket for the game, and then have to book a hotel, book a flight back home. All
Can't lie,
that
bro.
nonsense.
You man
No,
are
no, no,
put
no, no.
you man are putting this into the atmosphere, boy. Listen, I can't lie, it
Nah,
can't happen.
that's not
It's
gonna happen. It's not
impossible.
gonna happen though.
I don't think he does it. I don't think he can make that same mistake
No,
twice.
like
That would be
Waiter is just like I always call Waiter Black Ten Hag because he loves these type of things. So it's
proper
like,
gaslight.
Because
100%.
man, them
yes, exactly. So like,
that's a pack, bro. I can't lie, bro.
Yeah, he's a proper gaslighter. Shout out Vader though. But I was just like, yeah, there's no way he does that again. Like for real, he can't do that. Look, he's even here laughing as well.
like, what
Shout
I'm
out to
saying,
Beijing Pups in the cut also. Shout out Beijing Pups every single time. Big up, big up. You lot
actually,
continue to run up the like, hit the subscribe
let-
button, and make sure you subscribe to Jacob's channel. Links in the title. Yeah, go on, Jess.
nonetheless, like this is the type of final where I even see Chelsea fans say they hope the Spurs wins the final. Everybody actually wants the death of Arsenal so bad. Everybody, like to the point where Arsenal fans are sitting here doing like Jacob was literally was talking about the cack share, the hotel share. This is what the Arsenal fans out there booking tickets right now for the hotel, the Man United hotel right now. They want to be they out there, all of them together in one chair, sitting all of them together in one chair, wanting to sit watching the final, hoping that Man United can win it.
Do you know what's so
Bro,
funny?
so that's what I'm talking about. That's that shit I'm fucking talking. Oh, Jacob, how could you bring a hotel chair into a football discussion?
Honestly,
I didn't do it. They made me.
It's embarrassing that these guys are generally embarrassed.
Do you know what's so funny? Yeah. Do you know what's so funny? Yeah. They're doing all of that, but the guys that you're even supporting, they don't even rate you as well. They wanted you to lose your last final. You flipping lads, bro. How about that, bro? You're sitting in the bro. They'll go to the United hotel, try to sit down with them. They'll get beaten out because no one rates them. You understand, bro? Nah, Arsenal fans, bro. You man are in the mud, bro. You sit over there on your own. You get me. Focus on Mikel Arteta, bro. That's what you man love, bro. All of you little Mikel Arteta bashers. Pause, bro. Go focus on that, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Honestly, it's honestly, and this. Bear in mind, these are the same guys who were sitting here saying at the start of the season, like, why are we still rivals to Tottenham? We should be aiming for bigger things. Just by current date of 10th of May, the season is over. Nothing to look forward to, and they have to hope that Man United can beat Spurs in the final. Crazy.
It is actually kind of mind-boggling the fact that we are at this juncture in the first place. And now one of us gets Champions League next year. It's crazy.
Work. I love it.
So there's going to be 6 English teams in the Champions League next year then.
Yeah, six teams. Yeah. By the way, this is also what's annoying me as well. I've seen somebody like that's what I say. I know freedom of speech, but not everybody needs to have freedom of speech, because I've seen somebody say that how can you say that either Spurs or Man United are gonna have a better season than Arsenal? Crystal Palace, Villa. He said Crystal Palace, Villa, Nottingham Forest all had better seasons than Tottenham and Arsenal, and Tottenham and Spurs. Depending, doesn't matter who wins the trophy between either one of those two teams. And I was like, what the fuck? So since when did we? It's funny because when Spurs was finishing the top 4 and everything under Pochettino, people used to always sit there and say, top 4 is not it's not a trophy. You're not winning anything. It's a failure. But all of a sudden, teams who are finishing the top 4 with no trophies, apparently it's success now. That's what I'm trying to say. Is actually crazy to me. It's crazy to me how many people are trying to deflect actually that either one of Spurs can actually win something at the end of the season. What actually matters.
And then Ainge says that all this, it makes perfect logical sense because he's like, I got 5th last year, and no one was like rooting and raving, but now it's like, oh look, it's a top 5 race. Look how sexy because of the Champions League. So it's just the narrative always changes, and especially when it comes to Tottenham, everyone start acting weird. It's because like you just throw Tottenham into any situation, it's like cats when you introduce them to catnip. Anyone who knows cats and catnip, they start acting all weird. That's literally what people do. I don't understand at all. I see a question that says, Spurs panel, do we need to wear a green kit for the final?
I think we can't because we're
the home team.
We're the home team. I wish it's annoying.
We're going to be in the full lily whites. I think it's going to look
better.
better.
You don't wear white. We normally just wear the red kit anyway. We know how
Nah,
Red
I know
Kelly
that. I know that. But know
I
the
think it's
issue.
just
Know what I
gonna be
wanted.
that.
You know what I wanted to do because I wanted to wear the green kit because I wanted to give Masawari, the lid, and Onana a little jump scare, man. Reminding them what happened in 2019.
What happened in 2019? What happened?
Played in the
He was
semi-finals.
on the Ajax team.
All three of them played.
Also, Delict.
All three of them played in the final,
Also,
semi-final.
Mateus Delict,
All of
aka
them, yeah.
Delict these nuts, ho.
Oh, okay, but
Yo,
he
yo,
okay,
yo,
bro.
yo, yo,
Hey,
yo, yo.
yo,
Yo, yo,
okay.
yo, yo, yo.
What?
We
We dunk
didn't
on
have
that
to.
bitch every time I see him. AKA
Bro,
Delict these nuts, ho. It's that simple.
To lick these
oh,
nuts is
I don't know about
hilarious.
all of that, but yo.
hey. I was saying, bro, like
I stand by what I said.
Yes,
But
we
we know,
know.
we know, we know this kind
I
of
would
just
I would underline it if it was in a paper. If it was like a
One
letter
thing
written.
you would underline it, italic, bold, highlight. We know, man. Like one thing you do is stand 10 toes down in everything you say. That is true, man. I said to lick these nuts.
Ain't no half stepping in Texas, I'll tell you that much. Just two stepping.
Sorry, that's took me out, yo. To lick these nuts.
nah.
Get the banner. They're asking for the banner. They're asking. They said,
I don't know. I was
disclaimer.
Jacob. Oh shit, that's funny.
Obviously,
But
I don't want to.
I
I know.
forgot that not played as well. The lit might not even
Yeah,
be
bro.
fit.
All of them. That's why I say low key. Well, Nana's gonna give us already. Like low key, I think we already have a goal because Nana's just gonna give us one for no reason.
Yeah, Onana definitely gonna do some foolishness, man, in this final.
Like, see, this will be like my hope is that this guy.
Bro, I can't wait for him to be at the halfway line.
He says disgusting final. Hey, how about your club makes one then?
Bro, make it to a final, bro. Make it to the
Bro
at
says,
least.
yeah. He says, I don't like Wagyu beef. I prefer McDonald's.
Bro. Bro. Get
Hey,
no,
YG,
no, I was
big
gonna
up.
say. I just don't like, bro, like just saying bench players talking like starters. I hate it, bro. Like
Facts, man.
why?
Everyone, hey, we beat our French team. Just saying. You know
what I'm saying, bro. Like
It ain't for everybody, you know.
Hey, for everybody,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, no, man. Hey,
Shoot,
we
baguettes
you know
trip
what I'm
up a
saying?
lot of people, you know. Talk
Well,
about
that's
17th.
insane,
Shit, I
bro.
might see you in Champions League next year. You talk to me nicely now.
What I'm saying, bro. We're gonna be sitting there. I'm saying
Yeah, talking about
no, saying you love talking about North London forever, bro. We're gonna be there.
I literally said in the summer, I don't give a fuck if we get 17th and we win Europa. And
This
we
is
are
Europe.
literally in contention to do
Jacob,
just that. So I'm
Jacob,
perfectly
I said that
comfortable
earlier.
with that.
Jacob, I said that earlier that people who are crying up until now, but literally saying, "I take 17th for trophy," and no, people trying to still.
I wouldn't
complain
take
about that.
17th in Carabao, but I'd take 10th, 12th in a Carabao.
Yeah, I heard that, but just the whole logic on the whole theme of like us finishing
Look at
17th.
Flawless. He's like, I won 2 trophies and I had to beat up 10 hard myself.
With it. No. I'm just saying.
That's
like,
why I'm saying you still fed. You the pack of lions that just ate. We the hyenas ain't eating.
I was paying attention to what you lot were saying because I'm like, I would take 17th and a trophy this season. But ideally, I said if we win the Europa League, which I think we do, I want to finish 15th. I've said this.
But would you have said that before there was any points in the Premier League?
Oh, absolutely not. No. Absolutely.
No. But obviously,
I did. That's how desperate I am. That's my point.
You lot ain't won a trophy since 08, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah. But obviously, now just with the whole meme and the whole point of like, bro, like Arsenal.
15th. I need that, man. I need the 15th.
And you got a trophy. That's the funny part about this final is there. There's nothing that Arsenal fans.
I'll be talking the bullshit, dog. I swear on everything. No one's gonna want to see me. I promise you. Oregon Goon's gonna keep his ass right there in fucking Oregon because he don't want to see me.
Bro, regardless of what happens in this final, Arsenal fans can literally do nothing because they either have to see United fans happy or Spurs fans be happy. Which is Spurs fans obviously worse for them. But even if it's not us, it's gonna go.
If it's us,
they just have to take it, but it doesn't matter at this point no more. It's like you choosing the lesser evil of each other because, like, bro, no, if you someone win the final and I pray we can win the final, I'm not saying I'm 100% confident because this team over scares me, but obviously I'm gonna have some faith. But if we win this final, bro, I'm gonna run around like Debo on Friday. Bro, I'm looking for every single Arsenal fan here. Like, know what I was saying? I'm the guy who always in the background. I'm just enjoying my popcorn, enjoying the show. Bro, I'm around. You can't hide. I'm around. Like that type of shit, bro. Hide your jewelry, hide your girl, hide your everything, bro. Hide your manager. Actually, now kick your manager out of your football club. Like it's this type of shit, isn't it? And they, you
It's crazy.
know what I'm saying? So I hope we can actually do the talk. Hopefully we can actually just get the job done. And like until then, I'm just chilling. To be honest, like at least I can look forward to something at the end of the season.
Facts.
I
I
actually
love
can
to
look
cube
forward.
as well. This is my guys
Yeah,
on this
cube, man.
panel. Boys, hey, love to cubed every single time. And hey, Prime, did Troops actually say this? Did he say you are 15th and you ain't winning Europa? Did he say that? That video will be filed. I don't know if he said
I
this
swear,
actual.
I swear he
clip.
said.
Did he?
I swear he said he wants United to win the final.
Oh, nah, he
I'm
does
just gonna
now.
say
Yeah,
one of our
Does now.
managers looks like this. You know what I'm saying? One of them be looking, he's smiling. The other one looking like Arteta. We were the best team. I don't know how we fucking didn't win. Oh, we were the light bulb. But guess what? Fuck your light bulb, dumbass.
We were
The
light
PG, the PG.
We were the
man said
brightest
we were the
light
best.
bulb. I don't know why
The
the
best.
light didn't shine on us today.
The bench told us we were the best team. Oh, shut
I said
up,
we-
bro.
we were the light bulb.
Meanwhile, yeah. Botox ass motherfucker. Take your ass to Turkey, Dubai. Gobble up some more of that Salt Bay. You be all right.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
He's the one that did it on cam.
Yeah,
He didn't
I mean,
have to
he did it.
film
He
it
did
and
it.
then
He
publish
did
it.
Yeah, and
Oh,
the way
he-
that
he-
you
he-
just described it, we all seen it.
Bros-
You know what I'm saying?
Bro
It's
said
like, hey, yo.
50% off the OF
See,
this
that
weekend
was
only.
the red flag. That right there should have been the red flag, man.
Yeah, that
So
was
him
crazy, man.
him getting fed. That should have been the red flag for any other.
What is people's obsession with that? I don't get that getting fed by Salt Bay. What is going on, man? What did I miss?
Oh,
What is happening?
well, everybody wants to be
You're
part of a
saying you
trend, man.
didn't see him get fed by Salt Bay?
I did. I'm saying, what is everyone's obsession with it though? Because he's not the only one. Like other people have gone there and done that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
but you're
I
like
don't
supposed to be
understand
the leader of men, and
I
you're
don't
gobbling
understand.
up meat from some dude in Dubai. No, thank you, sir. I ain't like as a player. Legitimately, you got to look at it like this dude waffles about light bulbs, plugging shit in. We got to be one like the fucking cable to a light bulb. What the fuck are you on, Thomas Edison? Take your dumb ass somewhere. Actually, order a paella and get the fuck out of here. Because honestly, I'll be so honest. Like, if I'm just me, right? I'm not a professional athlete, but if I was like a professional athlete version of me, I'd be hearing this motherfucker be like, okay, I'll buy in, we're all one, fucking light bulb, motherfucker. And then he's like, guys, we go to Dubai, and then I'm paying people to pickpocket you so you can stay alert. Bitch, get out of my pockets and stop gobbling meat in Dubai. Very simple. Let's just do football shit. How about that? Ain't no goddamn defensive driving awareness. We hired a dog to make us feel better for fucking it up. And he'll plant some trees so we feel good about our ecosystem. Meanwhile, we're driving Grenadier SUVs, fucking killing little goose on the sides. The emissions. But we planted some fucking trees, y'all. Shut up. All this. But I'm supposed to believe this motherfucker is, you believe in me. We'll figure it all out together. We're the best team. Don't worry, guys. I know someone is fucking your bitch right now, but she said you're the best. What the fuck is that?
That's crazy, yo. So I don't know how we got here, but we got here. And as you can see, all the views expressed by Jacob and Sarkas from CTV are not always the views of Flawless. The rest of the panel are Sarkas from CTV as well.
But they are always the views of Jacob.
They are always the views of Jacob. That is facts. Wait, Troops he's got a remix before United played Everton and back again. You're 15th and you ain't winning Europa. No way have you got that clip, Prime. No way. Oh, shit. Lord have mercy. Yeah. That's going to be a good one. It really is. But hey, you lot, make sure you subscribe to Jacob's channel. United Spurs of America. Link is in the title, people. Click the link. The link's underneath and literally in the title. It's underneath in the description. It's on the featured channel page. Go subscribe to United Spurs of America. Jacob, let them know what you got coming up over the rest of the weekend, next week, etc., etc.
Normally I waffle here and say about what I don't know and yada yada because I'm kind of like I still do. Obviously, I come here. I go on Don and Sam's channel. I go on a couple channels that I enjoy doing, but like doing your own show is such an obligation that I for a multitude of reasons I took some steps back. And I'll tell you what, if this ain't Scarface, this is the fucking Sopranos. Because just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. And it's like I'm really itching to get back on it, get back to
Rightfully
streaming.
so.
So it's gonna happen soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but I'm itching to get back to it. I just gotta get my rhythm, get my
All right.
real life rhythm going. So
Yeah, man, you got
we'll be
good.
back
Yo,
though.
handle business. I hear that. Yo, De Niro, anything you want to add, fam? Anything you got coming up over the rest of, not necessarily the weekend, but over the rest of this month, etc., etc. I know you be out here hustling.
Yeah, man. No, we're here, man. Literally, bro. Just if anybody's interested in, if you're around the London area, bro, and you're good, you back your 1v1 ability, come and win some money, man. 1v1 tournament this month, and then it's prelims to. So it's gonna be the preliminary round. So you'll come and play, obviously
Shit.
prove your worth, and then if you're good enough, then you'll make it to the one where we've got a special guest Premier League footballer who's gonna come down with his agent, and then if you perform there as well, you get an opportunity for a trial at a pro club. So come true, man. You know what I mean, man?
Shit. This is why I wish I had a 1v1 bag, man. Crazy. Yeah, man. Make sure you check that out. Any more details on that? Like, where is it in London? Date, time,
So
etc.,
I can
etc.
definitely say that it's gonna be in South London.
Okay.
It'll be in South London. 20. I just literally got the date just before. I'll
What
confirm
if
it
I send
again
my
on next
mixtape?
week.
What did you
Hey,
just say,
listen.
Jake?
He said,
I
"What
said,
if I
what if I
send my
send my
mixtape?"
mixtape?
This guy,
Play
you
my
did, yo.
mixtape
This
for him.
guy said mixtape, yo.
Yo,
Hey,
hey,
yo,
hey,
jokes.
real ones know. Jacob may know. The real ones know, man. The Taiwan Austin College mixtape
So
and John Wall. Come on,
you
man.
better so is it this month or is it next month, De Niro?
Nah, it's definitely this month.
This month.
It'll be. I think it's the 26th, but I'm gonna on the next show. I'll definitely know with the exact date. But
Okay.
yeah. I believe though it's gonna be. It will be around that 26th, 25th time.
Okay.
That one. So yeah. But the prelims though, the prelims is next week.
Oh, the prelims as well. And what
Yeah.
date's the prelims?
The 18th, I
Which
believe.
is
So
Sunday.
yeah, so it'll be on the Sunday the 18th, and then it will be in a place called Hertfordshire, so it's near London. So if you're around those
Oh,
type of areas.
Hertfordshire. Is that next to Worcestershire?
Nah, nah,
Alright.
nah, nah.
I'm
Alright,
definitely up.
Hertfordshire
You gonna
next
be
to
there, right, De Niro?
McGurkskinshire.
Yeah, I'll be
You,
there.
now
okay,
that
cool.
reminds
I'm
me.
gonna
That
definitely
reminds
try
me
to
of
do
the
my best to
Pantour
pull
thing.
up to one of these
That
things,
reminds me of that
100%.
reminds me of the Pantour thing closing in Hertfordshire.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the whole Egypt with that. Yo, Jez, anything you want? So
I'm
yeah,
from
you lot
Eden Waddlesburg town.
make sure you lot check that out. Obviously, I get more of the details of De Niro off in the next few days to relay that information because everyone's ballers in the chat and online. Go show your worth. Everyone
Yeah,
who's all
man.
these ballers in the chat, go show your worth.
I'm true,
For real.
man.
Bro,
Go
bro, I
ball
told
out.
you already, bro. Before my knee injury, bro, I was in the prime. Nah, I'll take it.
Yeah, man.
You know what you should do? You should hold those tryouts around the time of
That
the
is it. Hertfordshire
parade.
is it is near Watford. Yes, it is them sides. I'm trying to get there still. I'm not gonna lie, not to play by the way, people. I'm just gonna go pull up.
Yo,
Step of the
flawless.
margin.
Real question.
Yeah,
Real
man.
question. And this is
Go on.
if
Go on.
Tottenham win and I'm
go on.
able to get my big ass out to London
Yeah.
for the parade, you gonna come link up and say what's up?
Yeah, definitely, of course. Whether you was here for a parade or not, if you're in the UK, if you're in England, wherever you're at, I'll pull up to you 100%. 100%.
Bet.
Yeah. So say you were like, I'm just going London just on a random one, I'd be like, all right, cool, let me know the dates. I'll definitely pull up to you one of the dates, 100%. But if you lot do win, do your best to get over here for the parade. 100%.
Yeah.
Celebrate that. Without that.
See, I opened with the $3,000 to get us to Bilbao. So that way, when I say it's going to be like a third of that just to do the London thing, maybe it's a little bit. See, smart. It's about how you frame it.
Already preparing already for
What lens are you framing it in? You know, and it's not 3,000, baby. It's only 1,000.
Smart man, yo, smart man. Jez, anything you want to add?
Nah, what's it called? Nah, I appreciate it obviously coming on. Mate, hopefully we can get the job done. Shit, I need this. I need this so bad. I need it so bad. And also, yeah, I've been live. I was live earlier on Twitch playing Football Manager. You guys know the deal already, so I'm trying to find some consistency again. Like Jacob said, I'm just trying to get used to streaming, and hopefully, maybe today or on Sunday. But today is Saturday if you're in the UK. If not, Saturday UK, probably about between 5 to 7 UK time.
Okay, let's
If I'm
go.
live, you guys can see it on my hand underneath the block saying. If it's not tomorrow, it's definitely gonna be on a Sunday. So yeah, man, peace, man, all that good stuff.
I'll tell you what, it'll feel so good to win that trophy. It would make me feel like all them years I've been supporting with no fucking trophy, because I joined a few years after we won our last trophy. That it was not won in a preseason. So I have never seen Tottenham lift a trophy.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, you gonna lose your mind, yo. Nothing better
Bro,
than
I was holding my daughter, tears in my eyes. She's asleep on me while we're just going to Bilbao, bitch. We're in Norway right now with the Norwegian. And Norway, that just sounds like an Australian saying no way.
Way.
Okay, all right, people. We're gonna close out. Love to everyone that has locked in. Like I said, I'll get the details.
I do want to say quickly.
Go ahead.
That Bozo Klim defender that was talking shit before the game, bro.
Hey, what you talking about now?
Bro,
what you talking about now?
I was like, you know what I'm saying, bro? That
bro, better go order up some of that.
After the game, he was trying to shake hands like he was fun, bro. Like, I said that nigga's home. Like, I'm set, bro. I said that nigga home. Like,
bro, he's like the dude at the freestyle battle that ain't got nothing to say on the mic, but he just start blabbering on it because he want to be included. And then at the end of it, it's like, who the fuck were you? I don't even remember your name, Sven Jorgensen, whatever the fuck your name was. Get back to the Arctic Circle.
No, his name, bro. It doesn't matter what his name is, bro. Like I'm saying, man, like, bro, like
it doesn't matter what you think. I love that Kuti went and talked some shit to him too. That was nice.
Yeah, no,
hey, maybe next time don't talk so much.
I'll say that Bodo Klim. I was like Bodo Klim, Bozo Klim, Tottenham in 2, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the final.
So big up, love to everyone that's locked in. Subscribe to
my Bodo Glint pronouns.
Links in the title, people. Subscribe to Jacob's channel. Follow Jess on Twitch. I'm gonna get more information from De Niro in regards to the 1v1 tournament as well, because I'm definitely gonna do my best and try and move around the streaming thing to get to one of them. Again, not to play, but I do want to pull up because I think that shit will be fire. So yeah, we're gonna redirect to Omar B. He's live right now, but before we go, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. We are back live tonight. I was gonna do the Pacers Cavs game, but I need to get something to eat. So we'll be back live 3 a.m. UK time, people. So just over 2 hours from now on the playback, we'll be live for the Oklahoma City Thunder Denver Nuggets game 3. That's tied at 1 apiece. So www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. That's playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv, or just download the playback
tonight
from the App Store. That is tonight. That's game 3. Keep a lookout on the community page, people, because anytime go live on the playback, I always post it on the community page. I always post it on my socials at That's Me Flawless, and the same at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram as well, so you know what's coming up. And then tomorrow, Stack Day as well, Bournemouth Aston Villa. That watch along will be on the playback. You also got the game 3 of Knicks Celtics. That's it. Celtic Knicks, that game 3. I'm going to dual stream that Premier League podcast Yardman edition, and then there's a late NBA game as well tomorrow that I can't remember off the top of my head. So let me actually have a look to indeed jog my memory. And it's Minnesota Timberwolves, Golden State Warriors as well. But everything I've just mentioned is all on the schedule. There's a schedule on YouTube. You can see everything that's coming up. Schedule on playback. See everything that is coming up as well, people. But like I said, I'm going to get something to eat as well. We're going to redirect over to Omar BYT. So just put Sarcasm City TV raid in this chat. That is Sarcasm City TV raid in this chat. And this has been the Manchester United Tottenham Hotspur podcast. Man United pod meets talking that Tottenham Talk pod live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you lot in 2 hours on the playback. Salute.